Welcome to one more program on decision making. In this decision making program, I'm going to show you the use of the if else statement by the means of an example. The example is going to be I'm going to find out whether a given input number is even or odd number. As already discussed in the algorithms, if a number on division by 2, if the remainder happens to be 0, I would say such a number is a even number. If the remainder happens to be non-zero, that is 1, then I'll happen to say it's a odd number. So what I'm going to do here is I have declared a variable called as number with the initial value 0. This initial value does not matter because I'm going to read a value from the user or from the keyboard. So first thing what I'll do is I'll ask the user enter a number. Okay, so user is going to enter a number. So once the user enters a number, I am going to read that particular number into a variable. Let's call that address of number. The name of the variable is number. Address indicates it's being read into the memory location where number exists in the main memory. Then here what I'm going to do is using the simple if and else, I'm going to find out whether a number is even or odd. So I just have a very simple statement. If number if number mod 2 equal to 0, then what I'm going to say, printf number is even. All right, and if or else the other option has to be the number has to be odd. An integer can either be even or odd, it can never be both at the same time. So here I'm going to say number is odd and /n, just in case you want to print the number. So what I'm going to say here is I'm going to say %d, I'll remove this number, is even, and here also I'll say %d is odd. And in order to print the value of this input number, so what I'm going to say here is I'm going to say number here, then I'm also going to say number here. So before going ahead, let me try to explain this particular piece of code to you so that you really know what we're trying to do. So this particular piece of code is meant to demonstrate the use of the if-else statement in C programming. So what I'm trying to do here is I've declared a variable called as number with the initial value 0. I'm asking the user enter a number. User can enter any number. Okay, let's say he enters 10. So 10 mod 2, the remainder is going to be 0. So it's going to say 10 is even. This %d is associated with this particular variable number. Else it's going to say whatever was the number is odd. In order to verify that this program really works, let's run and compile it. So enter a number. Let me enter 12. Okay, see what happens. It should say 12 is even. So it's printing the message 12 is even. Let's test out it one more number. Let's say I give the next value as, let's say 99. All right, so it should print 99 is odd. So that's all. So this is a simple program demonstrating the use of if and else. So just understand the syntax. This bracket is a must in the if statement. If you remove this bracket, okay, you're going to get a compile time error. Just try to see this. If you try to run it now, you're going to get an error at the bottom left of your screen. It's taking a while to compile. Okay, it's also lost the connection to the server, but that's fine. The problem here is you cannot avoid leaving a bracket here. That's one mistake. The next mistake you can't end up doing here is you can't also put a semicolon at the end of this particular thing. So let me show you what happens if you put the semicolon. If you put a semicolon here, okay, this semicolon gets associated with this if. Okay, so during compilation you will get an error because this else is not associated with any if. So you can play around with things like this and get your concepts clear.